Patrick, and I'm a first aider. May I help?
Yes.
Right. So I'm just going around checking for any danger between me and the casualty, and I've realized that there is no danger. Check for response. Wait, unasikia? Ski. Hii side nyingine ulikula lunch. Hata hiyo leo ukiona mtu anakosa kureact kwa hiyo unajua ako serious, eh? So now I can shout for help. Hey, somebody help. Bwana kuja kunisaidia. Sometimes if I'm in a scene ya RTA, the road traffic accident, watu wanaweza kuja kunisaidia kustopisha magari hapa, si ndio? Because nikianza kustopisha mimi, I will not help the patient. So I go down, I open the airway. So I come here and open the airway. Yesterday we agreed that there are two ways. One of them is the chin lift, especially if you don't suspect any spine injuries. And then at the same time, I open and I check for breathing at the same time. So I open the airway and check for breathing, 10 seconds, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8 and 9 and 10. I could see the chest rising up and down, right? And I could also feel the warmth around here. So I know breathing is normal. And I check for circulation. Because the patient is not responsive, I just go straight to the carotid parts. I check 10 seconds and 1 and 2 and 3 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. And the pulse is there. It is strong. It is very strong. You need to feel the pulse whether ni ile strong ama ni kale ka weak. If it is weak, then you know that there is a problem. If it is a weak pulse, you know there is a problem. Now I go after checking circulation. Now I can check for any deformations or dislocations. Now that's when I start the primary survey, which is the top to toe survey. Right from the head, I check from the head whether there is any injury. I look at my hands. If there is any injury huku yenye inatoa damu, when I look at my hands, I will see some blood, isn't it? So I continue, check for any spine injury, back at the neck, check for any fluids, kwa masikio, no fluids. I can look at the eyes and the size of the pupils, and they are supposed to be the same, and the patient is okay. The pupil sizes are okay. The nose, there is nothing. I could even open the mouth, nione kama labda alikula sweet kamnyonga pale. So I need to be very thorough. Come down here, I shake and listen, and there is no snapping sound, so there is no fracture at that point. I check for any injuries at the hands. As I check, I look at my hands. Unaona hapo sasa ni kama kuna fracture. So sasa hii najua hakuna chochote. So but if I see that, then I will expose the fracture. Kama siwezi, because siwezi inua mkono nimtoe hii nguo, nitachukua makasi nikate vizuri bila ataenda kushona tena. So nitaikata tu vizuri so that I expose, nione that injury yenye kwa hapo ni gani. So that's very advisable. So I continue as I check for any injury. Remember, I'm looking at the face. Nione kama akisikia uchungu nitaona, and I also look at my hands. December tukifika hapa, we look at the capillary refill in 2 seconds. Hiyo damu inaenda, inafaa irudi. So I can see there is a capillary refill. So that hand is okay. I come to the other hand. I check for any injury. Looking at my hands and also any responses from reactions from the face. Then I also look at the capillary refill here, and the capillary refill is okay. I look at any injuries at the back and also at the stomach, and there is no injury. Back there, remember, I need to check pale kwa spine whether there is any fluid that is accumulating here. Here, I look at the pelvis, see whether there is any injury, and there is no injury. I move all the way to the legs as I look at my hands. Then I get here, I press, I remove the shoes. So I go to the other side looking for any injury. Look for any injury. I get here, bado, I press, and then I remove the shoes. I also check for sensations. Unakumbuka jana vile tuliangalia sensation, if it's there, it's normal. Check also for the capillary refill at the toes. You need to be very sure that the patient does not have any any injuries. So as at now, I know my patient is okay. My patient is generally okay, but I cannot leave them like that. I need to put them in recovery position. So I'll have the hand that is close to me. I get the hand that is away from me, put it there, then get this leg up and come nearer the casualty and roll the casualty like that. Then open the airway and I just straighten that leg, give you. Now my patient is very okay. And as I relax up for some time. Now that's the patient assessment in a more sophisticated language, or the top-to-toe survey, or the primary and secondary survey combined for first aiders. Now I want us to assume that the patient is not breathing. So I'll come, the same procedure, check for danger, ensure that I'm safe, move around, checking for any danger, remove the danger away from the casualty or the casualty away from danger depending on the circumstances. Then I will check for response. Either I will call, I will pinch so that I can see whether there is any pain that the casualty elicits, and then I will open the airway. So I come here, 10 seconds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 seconds and there is no movement up and down of the stomach. 10 seconds and there is no feeling of some moisture around the mouth or the nose. Now, sijasikia sauti yoyote ya kuonyesha ya kwamba this casualty is breathing. Now, in that case, I can only start CPR. Sini sawa sawa? Yeah, that's when now I start CPR. So the moment I realize there's no breathing, I don't even go to check for circulation. I don't check for circulation. I just go straight to CPR. So in CPR, I want to locate the position of the heart. And the heart is located somewhere around. Now these are the last ribs. So I will move all the way to the ciphisternum. There's like a small bone here, and it was ciphisternum hapo, that joins the two, the last ribs. And then 2 inches above there, just 2 inches above the ciphisternum, that is where the heart is located. So hapo katikati, I press, mimi I'm right-handed, so my right hand should be down there. Then I interlock the hands. I interlock the hands and I start giving the 30 chest compressions at a constant rate. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Those are 30 chest compressions. Focus on my rhythm. It's very constant, isn't it? The rhythm is constant and it's almost copying the normal beating of the heart. So that's what is supposed to happen. We don't expect a situation kama hii umekuja ni sawa umelocate the heart and then you are down there, then you are giving the chest compressions in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Now you see, if your heart beats like that, you die, isn't it? Heart yako ikupiga hivyo bana, you die. There is no time the heart will be tired, sindio? It was the first to be created and it is the last thing to die. The last thing to die. So it's because of that, constant rhythm. That's that constant rhythm. That's why you are alive today. Now you don't interfere with that rhythm. Uki interfere, you introduce things we call arrhythmias. So that's how you give it you give a deep breath. Kwanza wewe unachukua breath 1, unapumzika, then 2, then you go back to the chest compressions and you continue with that cycle for 5 times. I told you you will practice that with the dummy.